Yes, so good morning, everyone. I greet you specially. Now, a few days ago, we had this training on Zoom when we discussed about the inviting masterclass, how to improve and better our inviting. We looked at how to get the most from third-party invitation calls and the system of third-party calls, that is the system of contact recommendation. In the system of the Laguna Vida project, we have the system of contact recommendation, and to effectively carry out the contact recommendation system, there is the third party calls, the making of third party calls. That is when your downline or your people submit their list, there is the aspect of calling those lists. That is what we refer to as the system of the third party invitation calls. Now, the third party invitation calls goes hand in hand with contact recommendation, and it also goes hand in hand with other ways through which we invite prospects to take a look at our opportunity. And so we want to discuss some very important things about inviting, some aspects that we are making mistakes, some places where we can make improvements, and some new development when it comes to inviting prospects. And so we are looking at some things this hour. And first of all, we are looking at what is inviting. We said inviting is the process of getting someone to take a look at a tool that explains the business. The process of getting somebody to take a look at a tool, either to take a look at a video, to join any of our online sessions, or to join the physical session at the office. The process of getting that person to take a look at that tool, that avenue through which he or she sees the business, is known as inviting. We said inviting is the gateway skill. It can revive a long dead team. It is the gateway skill. Just imagine they are prospecting, your downlines are prospecting, people are prospecting, millions of people are submitting lists, and they are not being invited. That means there's nothing that will occur, there's no returns, there's nobody that will show up. And the most important thing that we do in this business is meetings. It is the meetings that we have that make us the money that we make. It is the meetings that make money. It is not the talk that make money. It's the meetings. When a meeting is organized, a physical meeting, an online meeting, sending a video to somebody, when a meeting occurs and someone should attend the meeting, that person will be interested, that person will make money. So meetings are what make money. And to get people to come for meetings, you have to invite them to come for meetings. That is why we say this is a gateway skill. This is trying to tell us something, that if you are running this business and you are not making money, if you are running this business and you are not making money, that means you are not inviting. You are not inviting, your team is not inviting. And if you are not inviting and your team is not inviting, definitely there is no way you will make money from this business, because you invite people to meetings and it is that meeting that will make them money. So now we said the third party invitation is a powerful tool for rapid team growth, both width and depth. That is, if you want to expand your team, both in your personal capacity to expand your team in terms of those that you personally sponsor, that is width growth. And if you want to expand your team in terms of depth, that is getting your downlines to get their own downlines and your team to continue to grow, that is depth growth. Both in width and in depth, inviting is the gateway skill. Then we said a good invitation leaves the prospect with a high level of curiosity and eagerness to attend. Yes, have we been booking in the past and those people don't show up? Have we been inviting in the past and they don't show up? That means there is something wrong with our invitation process. There's something we are not doing right when it comes to invitation. Have we been inviting them? Have we been calling them to show up and they don't show up? That means there is something wrong with our invitation process. And that is why it is time for us to correct that thing that is wrong. Because a good invitation, if that invitation is properly done, if the invitation is properly done, if the invitation is properly done, if it is properly done, if it is done using the guidelines that I'm going to be sharing with us, you are going to leave that prospect, that person you called, with curiosity and eagerness to attend the session. Yes, if the processes are fulfilled, you are going to leave that person with curiosity and a high level of eagerness to attend the session. It is the person that will be calling you after 10 minutes. You have not sent me the SMS. Does that mean my reservation is not confirmed? I have not received your SMS. Does that mean I did not get the slots? Because you did a proper invitation. So this thing we are about to discuss right now, I want you to watch this video over and over again. It is very, very, very important. Very important. Let us go to this now. With a good invitation skill, you can build a team and never run out of leads to call. Yes. With a good invitation team skill, you can build a team and you will never run out of list to call. You will build a team because you will invite people that will show up. And if you have a good invitation skill also, after they show up, you will invite them to come for QSG and they will drop their list, and you can never run out of business. You can never run out. So everything boils down to some faults and to some failures that we have when it comes to inviting. Now let us look at some of the principles, some of the guidelines, some of the fundamental truths about inviting. Number one is that when you are inviting, be in a hurry. Don't be talking sluggishly. Don't be choosing your words. Don't be talking as if you don't know, you are not sure of it, you are not confident about it, as if you were asked to do something that is against your will. No. When you are inviting, be in a hurry, be in a haste. That person you called will be doing something else before your call came in. So that person left whatever he or she is doing to pick your call and to listen to you. Definitely get on with it quickly. That does not mean you start rushing and blabbing and babbling and blabbling that the person cannot hear what you are saying. No. But you should be in a hurry. Don't slow on the words. Don't drag it. Don't extend it. On a norms, your invitation should take about 1 minute 30 seconds, maximum of 2 minutes. Yes, maximum of 2 minutes. Except sometimes that you have some crazy prospects who start asking you a lot of questions and it extends. But aside from that, it should not take more than 2 minutes. Be in a hurry. One of the things that will help you to be able to achieve this is when you familiarize yourself with the script. You are conversant with the script. So go over the script over and over and over and over again. Be in a hurry. That is number one. Number two is don't give all the details in the invite. Some of them will start asking you, what is it all about? Is it network marketing? Hope it is not this bring one bring to say, oh yes it is, but don't worry, our own is different. Error. You have killed the person. The person telling you hope it's not network marketing, saying it's like it's network marketing, but the truth is that this one is different. Who told you? They will never show up. Don't give all the details. Don't give all the details. Are they going to invite me to the seminar? Will I pay? You tell them yes, you will pay, but don't worry, we will come first. We will explain to you why you will pay. You say you'll be hungry to pay. Oh, you'll be hungry to pay. Somebody that's looking for how to save his money, you are telling him you'll be hungry to pay. He will never show up. So don't give all the details. Follow the script. That is why a script was produced. A script gives you all the information and all the guidelines. The script tells you what you should say and what you should not say. The scripts have been crafted by our masterminds and leaders because they have tried different methods and they found out one that works very well and they created a script behind it. So don't say everything. Use the script. Number three, assume a positive position. Yes, assume a positive position. You are positive about what you expect. How about you are calling somebody to invite the person for a session by Tuesday 3 p.m. and you are doubting it whether the person will show up. The person will not show up. Have a positive experience. So when you are calling somebody and you are positive in your mind that you are expecting the person to pick a time he will come and the person is telling you I'm not interested, this should shock you because you are expecting something positive to occur. Just imagine you want to cook and you have gotten all the ingredients that will lead you to a particular soup and you finish putting all the soup, all the ingredients, you put everything together and you set it up on fire and you close your pot. You go inside your room, go back to the kitchen, and instead of meeting egusi soup, you meet vegetable soup. You will be shocked because you did everything that should give you a particular outcome and you get a totally different outcome. So if you do everything that will give you the desired outcome and you get a totally outcome that is different, be shocked. Be positive. You expect a positive outcome and it is that positive outcome that will come. Always get a time commitment. Don't ever make the error of telling the person Friday 11 a.m., Friday 3 p.m. The person is telling you that, don't worry, I'll choose the one I will come for. Shebi is Friday 11, Shebi is the same place. Don't worry, just send me the message. I'll choose the one I'll come for. Then you write Friday 11 a.m. / Friday 3 p.m. Error. Get a time commitment. Let them fix a particular time. What you commit to, you tend to uphold it and to keep it. So get a time commitment. Set a target for what you want to achieve before calling a list. You are delivered a list of 50 names. You are delivered a list of 50 names. Set a target for yourself. What do you want to achieve from that list? A minimum of 35 confirmed booking from that list. Minimum of 35 confirmed bookings. That is 35 persons who have picked the time. Not 35 including the coming back and not picking and everything. No. 35 who have picked a time, Friday 11 a.m., Saturday 12 p.m. Set a target of what you want to achieve from the invite. Know the exact script to use for the invitation. Know the exact script to use. A list that they have sent text message to recently, you use the normal invitation script. A list that the text message has been sent like 4-5 months ago, you cannot use the normal invitation script. You cannot use the person's name because they will all tell you they don't know him or they did not receive any message. You only waste your time. You are calling a questionnaire and you want to use the normal third-party invitation script. It is error. Know the exact script to use. Or you want to do follow-up calls and you are using invitation script for it. No, it cannot work. Know the exact script to use. Different scenarios require you to use different things and everything is available. Ask your leader, ask your mentor, sir, give me all the scripts that are available. There is script for everything, everything. There is a script for it. There's a script for it. Use the right scripts. When you are inviting people who are total strangers, use the code script, use the right script. If you need to modify it, but always use the right script for it. Don't use the wrong script. Act like a boss. Your voice should command respect. When you are talking to somebody, you are calling the person, introducing yourself as a senior consultant of an NGO, and you let the person know that he was recommended by somebody and he was fortunate to be one of those selected. That is why you are calling him. Automatically, if the person was shouting, "Hello, who is that?" because of the way you properly introduce yourself, that person's voice will say to change to "Yes, sir" and "Yes, ma." Be the boss. That does not mean you should be rude. That does not mean you should talk to people anyhow. No. But be the boss. Be in control of that conversation. Yes, your voice should command respect. Connect with the other person. Don't just start talking. "Hello, my name is Israel. I'm a senior consultant with an NGO. You were highly recommended to us by this." You talking. No. Connect with the other person. Give the person room to talk. You say something like, "Are you with me? Can you hear me? Did you receive the message? Are you with me? Can you hear me?" All those kind of words, all those kind of interludes are things that you can say to make it a conversation. Make it a form of conversation. Don't just be the only one talking. Make it a conversation. Connect with the other person. Never use the words "ma," "sir," "sorry," "please." All those words, delete it. Don't use "ma" for anybody. Don't use "sir" for anybody. Even if it's a professor, don't use "sir," don't use "ma." Be polite, yes. Don't be rude, yes. But don't transfer the authority that should come to you to them. If you do that, you are the one that is subjective. You are the ones that they will close down. You will not close them down because you have already given the power that you have onto them. So never use "ma" or "sir," never use "sorry." Always use the script. I've talked about it before. Never talk from your head. And very importantly also, one of the principles is what? Hand over it to God. The most important actually, is that before you start calling the list, always ask for God to help you, to guide you in it. Now let us look at some things to do when you are handling a list. Some things to do when you are handling a list. There are some things you should do and there are some things you should never do. So let us look at one of those things, some of those things that you should do when you are handling a list. Number one is this: contact the owner of the list before you start calling the list. Get all the necessary information and arm him or her with the right responses. Contact the owner of the list. Let the person know that, yes, I'm about to start calling your list. My name is this. I am a senior consultant with this. I was appointed to be one of those that will be working with you, and I'll be coaching you and training you on how to massively run the business. Right now, we are about to execute your list, and I just want to confirm some basic information from you. You ask the person about the name, about the occupation, about the nickname, about this, what is the popular name is known by, all those kind of information, because when you are calling those prospects, some of them will ask you for those things. Some of them will ask you for those things. Let us say you are calling them, you are highly recommended to us by Pastor Martins, and they say, who is Pastor Martins? He say, yes, he's the one that recommended you. You might know him as pastor. Which church? I don't know. Where did he stay? Me, I don't know. He only recommended you and he sent you a message. That's why we are calling you. You are saying you don't know. Oh, that's an error. You should know. Think before you call the list. Sit down and think. What can they ask me? What additional information will I use to describe the person? Put yourself in the shoes. If someone wants to describe you to somebody else, they will ask for some basic information about you: where you work, where you stay, what do you do. Probably you are mama something, you are daddy something, probably the church you attend, something of that nature. Basic common informations. So always get all those things, get everything ready, and arm him or her with the right responses. Give him the response of what to say if those people receive the SMS. Give him the response of what to say if he bumps into those people. Give him the response of what to say if anything happens and those people call him back after receiving your call. Give him or her a response to what to say. It's not you should leave them alone and they will go and start spoiling all the effort that you have made. No, don't leave them alone. They will corrupt and destroy all the effort that you have made. You have successfully booked somebody for Tuesday 11 a.m. Then they call him or her before Tuesday 11 a.m. I want people here want to pay me shaking law. And I say, if you don't have anything to do, you can go. Hi! If you don't have anything to do, you can go. Or if you like to go, you can go. Or just try. It's a good program. It's a good program. Me sef, I benefit from it. That is why I say rubbish. Give them the right responses to say. Meet your leader, they will give you all those proper responses that you will use. Okay. So number 2 is what? Ensure you exhaust the list. Never leave a list halfway. Call all those that did not pick. Call all those that were shooting up. Call all those that were not reachable. Call all of those that say you should call me back. Call them morning, afternoon, and evening. I saw a picture this morning, and that picture is one that I wish I could share with you. The picture was about a tiger. I believe it's a tiger that had to go into the mud to pick up a catfish. I believe it was a catfish. He went into the muddy ground to pick up a catfish, and it carried the mud all over its body, the mud all over the body of the cat, and then the cat was in it, the fish was in his mouth. And then the picture put a message there. He says that you should never be shy of your hustle. Never be shy, never be ashamed of your hustle. Yes. Because if you don't do it, you get broke, and you get broke, you'll be hungry. Hunger will beat you. Hunger will chase you out of your house. Landlord will disturb you. School fees will trouble you. What else again? NEPA bill will trouble you. House rent will trouble you. Because you are shy of your hustle. You are thinking that you don't want to disturb them too much. If you call them in the morning and call them in the afternoon and call them in the evening, it will be disturbance. What nonsense. You are thinking about you are disturbing them? Absolutely not. Call them in the morning, call them in the afternoon, call them in the evening. That is the way to go. Be resilient, be persistent. So ensure you exhaust the list. Note the date and time chosen by the prospect. This is absolutely expected. Write down the date and time. It's not you cannot remember. You cannot write the accurate date and time. Number 4 is what? Send them the text message containing the reservation code and the detailed address immediately after executing the list. Don't wait till the next day. Don't wait till 2 days later, or don't wait till the morning of the day you are inviting them to send the SMS. That's an error. After exhausting the list, that day, send them the SMS, because you told them that if their reservation is confirmed, they will receive an SMS. So if you don't send the SMS, they will assume that their reservation was not confirmed, and that means they will not show up. Number 5 is what? Do reminder calls. This is supposed to be done 2 hours before the time of the session. Do reminder calls. It's very, very important. There are some people that they want to show up genuinely. They have the interest of showing up, but genuinely, sincerely, one thing or the other makes them to forget. Your reminder call will remind them, and then it will get them to show up. Number 6 is to check the attendance sheet and the interest form to see those that attended and made payment. At the end of the session, there are some persons that will attend, there are some persons that will make payment. Check the attendance sheet. Check the attendance sheet. If you are not on the group where we post the attendance sheet, contact your leader and ask them. Contact the person that sent you this video and ask them to add you to the group where we post those regular informations. Check the interest forms, check the attendance sheets. They are necessary for you to build your business, because in that way you will know those who you are supposed to reschedule, you know those who you are supposed to invite for the mentorship session, and you know the next line of action, next step to follow. And then number 6, 7 is what? Do congratulatory call for those that made payments or those that picked the interest form. Book them for QSG. Do the congratulatory call, officially welcome them into the team, officially let them know some do's and don'ts. That is one other thing that you do during congratulatory call. Let them know some do's and some don'ts. Yes, let them know they should not go about and start doing evangelism, to go and start preaching, to go and carry megaphone and start talking to people up and down. Let them know they should not do that. Let them know that they should keep themselves calm and they should be able to attend the mentorship session. Let them know some do's and don'ts. All those things are done in the congratulatory calls. And then number 8 is what? Do follow-up calls. Those who did not attend, reschedule them. Those that might have some legitimate reasons why they didn't show up. So when you are doing follow-up calls, you're able to reschedule those that did not attend. And then number 9 is what? Contact the owner of the list and give him feedback at every stage of the list. After executing the list the first time, or while you are calling the list, if you notice a trend, all of them are saying they don't know him, all of them are saying this or that, contact the owner of the list. Let him know, give him the update, because tomorrow they will say they submitted list as we told them to do and they did not see any money. But when you are giving them all this update during the process and even after executing the list, they know that yes, you played your part and they faltered in one way or the other. There was a man I was calling his list and I noticed a lot of things going on. They were saying they don't know him. They were saying they did not receive SMS. And I called the man later and he told me that he has to confess. He said he sent the SMS. He boldly said he sent the SMS. Amongst all of them, very, very few showed up. And later, he said he want to confess something to me. I said, what is that? He said that he must confess that his conscience is not allowing him, that he did not actually send the message, that he sent to only number 1 to 4, and he did not send to the rest out of a 50-name list. I told the man, can you see? That means if the result from your list does not turn out well, you are part of the cause. In fact, you are the major part of the cause. And the man was able to get my point and he accepted it. After we called the list, as expected, only very, very few showed up. Majority of them did not even pick an appointment. But I played my part. I let him know that this is what is going on. Are you getting my point? So always contact the owner of the list. Now let us look at the invitation script. This invitation script, it is the same with the one we have always been using, but there are some slight modifications. Now, these little modifications are done because we want to simplify the script. To simplify it, because we have noticed that sometimes one of the problem is that the English, the big grammar is too much. Yes. So this one, we have tried to simplify some of the phrases, some of the words that are used in the previous script and reconstruct it in a way that it will be easily read out, easily spoken. So I urge each and every one of us to familiarize ourselves with this script again and to make use of this simplified script. How does it go? Good afternoon, Mr. John. How are you doing today? My name is Paul. I'm a senior consultant with an NGO, that is Century 21 Freedom Group International. You were highly recommended to us by Mr. Pius. He sent you an SMS or informed you to expect a call from an NGO. I believe you received his message. Or did you receive his message? Okay. For clarity, the Century 21 Freedom Group is a non-governmental organization. We are currently running a project with the purpose of showing selected individuals different ways of generating extra capital for your businesses or projects without collecting bank loans or dropping any collateral. We are currently expanding here in Abeokuta, so we are looking for smart and credible individuals to partner with. We have limited slots. However, we are contacting you because Mr. Pius highly recommended you and he confirmed that you are smart and open-minded, and I believe he's correct. So for the selected individuals, which you are fortunate to be one of them, we are making a reservation for you to meet with our top consultant, who will give you detailed information about this project, show you how you can benefit from it, and also how we are going to be of support to you. The interactive session will take place at our project office, which is at Grace Palace Plaza at Yano Mortuary. That is the tall orange building directly beside the bridge at Yano Mortuary, and it will take place this week. The first session will be on Tuesday by 11 a.m., while the second session will be on Tuesday by 3 p.m. and finally on Wednesday by 11 a.m. Which of the sessions will be most convenient for you? So great. So Mr. John, I want you to know that there are very limited slots for this event, and we will not like any slot to waste. So are you confirming for sure that if the reservation is made for you for Tuesday by 11 a.m., that you will honor the invitation and be on time? Great. I will go ahead and secure a slot for you for Tuesday by 11 a.m. Once this is done, you will receive a confirmation SMS. So I pray you are one of those that will be selected at the end of the session, because there is going to be lots of amazing offers. So congratulations to you in advance. Have a nice day, Mr. John, and see you on Tuesday by 11 a.m. If you notice, there are some little adjustments. That is why I said the script is the same. It is just some slight modification. One of it is where we are currently running a campaign. A campaign has been changed to a project with the purpose. Purpose is a more common word than aim. Yes. Alternative ways have been changed to different ways. Different is a more common word than alternative. Of generating extra capital. Extra capital is a more common word than cash flow. Yes, a lot of people know the meaning of cash flow, but extra capital is more common than cash flow. For your business or project, previously some scripts don't have without collecting bank loan or dropping any collateral, and that is why in the end they will start asking you, are you going to give us loan? With this, you have already taken care of that objection. Now you have for selected individuals, which are fortunate to be one of them, making a reservation for you to meet with our top consultant, who will give you detailed information. So this will help you overcome the aspect of telling you, I don't understand, what are you saying, what is it all about? Give you detailed information, show you how you can benefit. Everybody's looking for their benefit, and also how we are going to be of support to you. So basically the script is the same. Those slight modifications are very powerful. Now let's look at objections. When you are making these calls, there are some common objections that you are going to encounter. Some things that they will throw at you to prevent you from achieving your purpose. And these are objections that we are all familiar with. I did not get a message. How do you respond to that? Alright, but do you know Mr. John? If the person confirms that he knows Mr. John, what do you say next? He must have sent you a text message. Note this response. He must have sent you a text message. Probably due to network issues, you did not get it. You are free to contact him after this call to confirm he truly recommended you. Will that be okay? They will definitely say yes. After they say yes, don't ask them whether you should continue or you should end the call. Just continue. Yes, just continue with the script. But if you ask them, did you receive a message? They say no. You ask them, do you know Mr. John? They say no. How do you respond to it? Call the person's name. Mr. Paul, I won't be calling you now if you were not recommended to us by Mr. John. He is definitely someone that knows you very well, and that is why he was able to recommend you to us. Now, it is better for you to assume that you will take the responsibility of contacting Mr. John than sending them to call Mr. John. They will, the reluctance, they will not do it. Majority will not do it. So let them know, I will get in touch with Mr. John and he will contact you after this call, okay? At this point, you can then ask them, so should I go ahead with the information I have for you? This is different from should I go ahead with the purpose of the call? No. You are personalizing it to them. Should I go on with the purpose of the call? That means you want to start talking and singing rubbish into my ear. But if you say, should I go on with the information I have for you? You are personalizing it to them and they are feeling that you have something for them. If you don't deliver it to them, they will lose. So you have more grasp, more grip over them with that statement. And definitely he will most likely say, go on. and then you go on with the script. Objection 2, I don't have time, I want to check my schedule, I will get back to you, and stuff of that nature. How do you respond? I totally understand you. Remember handling objection, feel, felt, found, relate with them. I totally understand you, Mr. Paul. But the thing is, you can say, but the thing is, and you can also say, however. Are you getting it? I love to say, but the thing is, because that one is more common, it's more in our conversation. Or you can use the formal one and say, however, I am making the reservations right now. And like I said earlier, there are very limited slots available. So which of the available times are you most likely going to be available for? And if anything changes after you check your schedule, you can contact me for necessary adjustments. You are telling the person to go ahead and choose a time. You are not telling the person not to check his schedule. But you are telling him that first of all, choose a time you are most likely going to be available. Then go and check your schedule. And after you notice that there might be a difference, contact me for necessary adjustments. And then number 3 is what? Is it network marketing? How do you respond? How do you mean? My duty here is to make a reservation for you. You get all the detailed information during this session with our top consultants. This is the only place you can even try to ask them, so should I go on to make the reservation for you, or should I give the slot to someone else? You can even omit that, should I give the slot to someone else? And then, so should I go ahead and make the reservation for you? Which day will be most convenient for you? Go back and close them down for this. Now let's look at the code script.